Thursday in the 7th week of Easter.
A reading from the Acts of the Apostles. Wishing to determine the truth about why Paul was being accused by the Jews, the commander freed him and ordered the chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin to convene. Then he brought Paul down and made him stand before them. Paul was aware that some were Sadducees and some Pharisees, so he called out before the Sanhedrin, "My brothers, I am a Pharisee, the son of Pharisees. I am on trial for hope in the resurrection of the dead." When he said this, a dispute broke out between the Pharisees and Sadducees, and the group became divided. For the Sadducees say that there is no resurrection or angels or spirits, while the Pharisees acknowledge all three. A great uproar occurred, and some scribes belonging to the Pharisee party stood up and sharply argued, "We find nothing wrong with this man. Suppose a spirit or an angel has spoken to him." The dispute was so serious that the commander, afraid that Paul would be torn to pieces by them, ordered his troops to go down and rescue Paul from their midst and take him into the compound. The following night, the Lord stood by him and said, "Take courage, for just as you have borne witness to my cause in Jerusalem, so you must also bear witness in Rome." The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, "Keep me safe, O God. You are my hope. Keep me, O God, for in you I take refuge. I say to the Lord, my Lord are you. O Lord, my allotted portion and my cup, you it is who hold fast my lot. Keep me safe, O God. You are my hope. I bless the Lord who counsels me. Even in the night my heart exhorts me. I set the Lord ever before me. With him at my right hand I shall not be disturbed. Keep me safe, O God. You are my hope. Therefore my heart is glad and my soul rejoices. My body too abides in confidence, because you will not abandon my soul to the netherworld, nor will you suffer your faithful one to undergo corruption. Keep me safe, O God. You are my hope. You will show me the path to life, fullness of joys in your presence, the delights at your right hand forever. Keep me safe, O God. You are my hope.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Lifting up his eyes to heaven, Jesus prayed, saying, "I pray not only for these, but also for those who will believe in me through their word, so that they may all be one, as you, Father, are in me and I in you, that they also may be in us, that the world may believe that you sent me. And I have given them the glory you gave me, so that they may be one as we are one, I and them and you and me, that they may be brought to perfection as one, that the world may know that you sent me and that you love them even as you loved me. Father, they are your gift to me. I wish that where I am, they also may be with me, that they may see my glory that you gave me, because you loved me before the foundation of the world. Righteous Father, the world also does not know you, but I know you, and they know that you sent me. I made known to them your name, and I will make it known, that the love with which you loved me may be in them, and I in them." The Gospel of the Lord.
May 12th, Thursday of the 7th week of Easter. The first reading comes from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 22, verse 30, and chapter 23, verses 6 to 11. Paul had been seized by some people in the temple because they thought that he had brought a Gentile into the temple to worship there, something that was strictly forbidden. Well, he hadn't done that, but the Roman soldiers were watching from above. There was a tower that overlooked the temple, rushed down and took Paul away so that he wouldn't be murdered by the crowd, much as Stephen had been. They arrest him, and the commander of the guard wants to know what's going on, so he brings him down to the Sanhedrin. Now remember, the Sanhedrin is the governing body of the Jews, made up of Sadducees and Pharisees. Paul realizes that he might utilize the division between the Sadducees and the Pharisees for his own defense. He claims that he's being attacked because he's a Pharisee who believes in the resurrection of the dead. Now, it doesn't specify that he specifically believes in the resurrection of Jesus, but simply by saying that he believes in the resurrection of the dead, he's able to exploit the division in belief between the Sadducees and the Pharisees. Sadducees do not believe in the resurrection of the dead. They believe that only the first 5 books of the Bible are normative. They don't believe in heavenly messengers and a specific plan that God has established for each person, while the Pharisees largely believe in those things. A great dispute arises among the Sadducees and Pharisees, and the Romans have to drag Paul out before he's torn to pieces. The Lord reveals to Paul that just as he's given witness in Jerusalem, he'll also be called to give witness in Rome. In fact, eventually Paul will appeal for judgment before Caesar, something that every Roman citizen could do, and he's taken to Rome to be judged by Caesar, who at this time is Nero Caesar. The Gospel is from John 17:20-26. This is part of the prayer that Jesus says for his disciples and for the community. In this case, he's talking about those who are coming after, and he prays that they be one with him and one with the Father. Jesus has come into the world to reveal his unity with the Father and to invite us into that unity, and he wants us to remain in that. He has shown them his glory. Remember, glory is not power or magnificence, but rather the outpouring of love. He's invited them into his love because the Father has loved him before the foundation of the world. Before anything existed, Jesus already existed. He was one with the Father. Now he invites us to be one with them. The world isn't invited into this union because the world is that part of reality which has rejected the love of Jesus, which has chosen hate. In fact, which is ruled by the prince of this world, Satan. And so he's not praying for the world. He's praying for those who are still living in the world, but who belong to him. That includes us. So notice in this prayer, Jesus is not simply praying for the disciples who are surrounding him, but also for all future generations of the church. It's very clear in this prayer that Jesus intends to establish a body that will continue after him. And may God bless us.